I think it's such a tough school over in Thailand. I think the few fighters who come through to the top, they really are powerful men for their weight. You know, any of the Thai boxers we've seen, they've all had a fair punch.
Well, it's always been, as we know, a hungry man's game, and I think they've got their share there in Thailand. Fellas who want to make a name for themselves and earn some money. But they have to travel a bit, and certainly Galaxy has done that. Jakarta, Caracas, the Dutch Antilles, Indonesia, he's won everywhere, so he's not a stay-at-home fighter. And he only lost, and he was a bit, well, semi-novice really, against Saksuri for the bantamweight championship, but he won the return with a 6-round knockout, so he learned very quickly. Whoop. Well, that was the one that got away, and the crowd knew it, and I think Chung was a bit grateful. Oh, there it is. Good left-hand uppercut too. Perfect left-hand southpaw straight shot, that one. You won't see a better delivery than that, Jim.
Well, that was bang on the button there. Chung landed a couple of counters himself during that exchange, but it didn't trouble Galaxy in the least. I don't think he has the power to discourage Galaxy. He looks to be in serious trouble already.
Well, the champions let the challenger know he's arrived, all right. Now, have a look at that in replay, Jim.
Well, it seemed to be a long, straight punch, but it landed bang on the chin. Still had plenty of power by the time it landed. Bang. Left-hand lead. Lovely punch.
Well, now, I wonder what they're having to say to get this fellow to come out slightly fresh for the third. And he's up and ready for action there, the champion, as indeed you would expect him to be with such a punch like that. So here's the third round then. And the Orient and Pacific champion, well under fire there. He'd got away from the big uppercuts that almost departed head from shoulders, and a straight left hand did the damage. I like the way Galaxy keeps the arms in position, in punching position all the time. Now, if he'd have been in America, Customado would well have approved of that. It's almost a peekaboo style, Jim, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very compact style. He has a good tight defence. His hands are always in a ready position. See, there he goes. He didn't land the punches, but the 3 punches come out nicely. You can see the power now.
Been on the deck, Galaxy, but he got off the floor to win. Some time ago, I think he'd take a bit of shifting now. It's only weight draining, surely, that can never beat this fellow, but sometimes they can go to the well once too often. The crowd signals every punch from Galaxy. You're just as well advised not only to have your guard up, but to put earplugs in when you're fighting him in his hometown.
Well, Chung doesn't lack courage, but I think he does lack a little bit of power. He doesn't seem to be upsetting Galaxy at all. He's firing back at him here, but no effect.
For a little fellow like this, I keep repeating this, Jim, he's just not dancing around the ring at all, really. He's got good flat-footed stance, and that's where he gets his power from. He generates it from his feet as well as his fists.
Yeah, well, he obviously he knows what his assets are, and he wants to use them. He is very flat-footed, but at the same time, he doesn't take too many punches. You see the way he just swayed back there. He doesn't get hit too often. He's not a crude slugger. He's a good pressure fighter, a little bit methodical, but he's certainly not crude. He's thinking.
Good punch picker. There it is again. He's trying to nail him, I think, with that left hand again. There it is. And again, the ahs and ahs from the crowd. The last one almost clipped him round the ear, but it was enough to go down, because the first two looked a bit hurtful. And there's not too long to go in this round, actually. But the referee just wipes the gloves quickly, waves play on. And it's all a question of seconds rather than minutes or rounds now, I suspect. Just saying, do you mind standing still while I knock you over? And he's going to do it, Jim. He's just simply out-punched, outgunned everywhere, isn't he?
Yeah, Chung's got nothing to fight back with. He can't match him for power. He can't stay out of trouble. He doesn't have the boxing ability. No, there he goes. It's all over.
The 2 minutes and 20 there, I made that. Kisses to the crowd. He's getting a bit used to that. And a really competent show, Jim, in replay.
Yeah, well, by this stage, it was just a case of the first clean one that landed, and it wasn't even a great punch that knocked him over, but I think Chung was heartbroken by this time.
Yes, it was the culmination of punches, really. He'd taken his share, and the digs to the body didn't help him any either. So Khaosai Galaxy, which is an adopted name of a nightclub, and I'm grateful for that as a commentator. And here's the Deputy Prime Minister of the country, General Tian Chai, with the now well-known belt and the garlands and the usual hand-raising at the end of a championship. And they become a somebody now when they win a world title in Thailand and keep on to it. And here's the winner, as if we didn't know.